buddies, it's your girl Christine, and today we're checking out an Odd1s, I don't know why it took, what is wrong with my mouth right now? An Odd1sOut video. This is Our Cats by Odd1sOut. I got a lot of requests, I think like the second this video came out, to check out this video. Maybe it's because it's Odd1sOut, maybe it's because I have cats and it's about cats, so I can see what it's about. Although it's starting off with a lot of little headstones, and that makes me a little bit sad about the day that my cats no longer are on this earth. That's pretty sad. That's actually really sad to think about. Anyways, hopefully, it's gonna be, hopefully this is a funny video and not a sad one about cats. Yeah, I'm nervous. I feel like, I wonder if these are like all the cats he's had in his life, or if this is just an opening skit. We're gonna check it out and find out. Link for this video is in the description box below for you to check out. Now let's get started. Oh, also, panel. I'm doing a panel with my friends January 19th, 2019 at 7 p.m. San Antonio, Texas, Pack South. Get your tickets down below. All right, let's get started.
If you thought my family owned a lot of hamsters, wait till I tell you about all the cats we had.
Okay.
Just a heads up though, some of these cats are dead. They all lived 9 happy lives. None of them had a painful death. Except for one, maybe. We don't know. We'll get into that.
Wait, what?
So cats. Some people think cats are jerks and not as loyal or loving as dogs. And they're right,
Sometimes.
But if you think about it, cats improve our lives every day. Think back to YouTube in 2006. What was popular?
Cat videos.
If it wasn't for cats, we wouldn't have YouTube as a platform. Which I could make the argument is another jerk thing cats did. Now, I'm a cat lover, and anyone who says they dislike cats has obviously never snuggled up with a cat and had it purr on your chest as you pet it for so long that you both fall asleep and all your anxieties melt away and the only thing you care about is your fragile feline friend.
Oh, so
or they're allergic. Honestly, I think I'm slightly allergic.
Did you see how he bubbled up? But even with allergies, my baby cousin, she has allergies. Every time she comes over, except for as of late, because of the baby, so she wants to touch the baby, and she knows, we've taught her that she can't touch the cats and then touch the baby. So she's been staying away a little bit from the cat, so that way she can at least play and hold the baby, because she really likes to do that. But before the baby, every time she came over, this chick, by the time she left, she would be covered in cat hair, because she would roll with the cats, play with the cats, follow the cats, touch the cats, all sorts of stuff. And she always would forget to wash her hands before touching her eyes and her nose, and her eyes would start to run, her nose would start to run, and they would start to swell. So she has allergies, like she's got a cat allergy, but she still loves to play with cats. So, even with having an allergy, you can still love cats and, play with them despite the health issues that they cause, and having to call your uncle and say, hey, she did it again, and get Benadryl for her. It's all a lot of stuff. But anyways, it's really sweet.
Allergic to cats as well. Because every time I snuggle up with one, my eyes get all watery, my nose gets all stuffy. Well, like, I can deal with that. Maybe this is what love feels like. People like to put everybody into 2 categories. Either you're a dog person or a cat person. But why do I have to pick just one? Can't I look at these 2 animals and say that both of them have good qualities that make them amazing pets?
You can like
Why
both.
can't I pick both?
The dead cat.
I'm bisexual for animals. Wait,
well, no,
that being said, here's all the cats
that.
I had growing up. So our family had just moved to our new house, and we're all getting ready to go to church when my older brother, who was outside for some reason instead of getting ready, heard noises coming from a bush. And when he went to investigate, he found a little baby tabby kitten. He told my parents about the cat, and they said its mom was probably looking for it. But if the cat was still there when we got back from church, then we could let it inside. And after we got back, my brother checked the bush, and the cat was still there. So we took her in, we fed her, and we decided to name her Shady after Eminem's The Real Slim Shady because she was an obnoxious cat and didn't like us at all. But she's so cute though. And that's how our family got our one and only cat. One cat is enough. There were no more cats.
Wait, that's a lie.
Until one night when I was sitting at the kitchen table and through the window of the back door, I saw 2 yellow eyes staring at me. And as a kid, I still thought monsters were real. So I pointed it out to my family. Hey, there's eyes outside. And everyone turned and was like, what the? So we opened the back door and a piece of the night just...
That's the difference right there. You see some eyes outside. If I cannot clearly see that it is a cat or a dog, we don't need to investigate. Close some shades. say a prayer and call it a day. You don't need to investigate. That's something I tell my husband. You know, my husband's light skinned, so you know he forgets sometimes. But if there's noise, he'll be like, all right. I'd be like, no, don't check on it. Lock our bedroom door. Don't go out and investigate. We don't do that. We do not do that. That's how we survive. Okay.
Just walked into the house like it lived there or something. Does this mean we have bad luck? Apparently, just waltzing in our house uninvited is a very effective strategy to get adopted because she ended up living with us for the rest of her cat life. My older sister loved Sailor Moon, and in the show, there's this black cat named Luna.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, Luna's actually an alien that can turn into a human sometimes, but most of the time she's just a cat. So we named the cat after her.
Remember that.
And little old Luna fit great in our home. We were your standard nuclear family with 2 cats. Just 2. We never got another cat ever again.
Okay.
Until one day, this other cat appeared in our backyard. We put Luna's and Shady's food bowls outside, which meant our backyard was basically a cat sanctuary for any cat that could jump our fence. And sometimes we would see this calico cat hanging out in our backyard. We didn't know if she already had a home, and she would run away from us if we got close. So we left out a 3rd food bowl for her. And then she invited some of her siblings along because 2 other cats decided to chill in our backyard.
Oh my gosh.
And one of the cats was a boy, which meant we had to get all 5 cats neutered. And just like that, we more than doubled the amount of cats we had.
Okay. Ew, hold on. What's up with this little one with the ear chewed off, bruh? What happened to little Betsy over here? With her little bow, so cute. But what happened to her ear?
Just like that, we more than doubled the amount of cats we had. We were feline pretty good. 3 more cats added to the family, because why not? That's the perfect amount of cats if you ask me.
So
I'm going to name them now. What?
Goodness.
We're not getting 3 more cats. 2 is enough. What? We can't just kick them out.
Oh, look at
we're
that
gonna
one.
find them a new home, but we're not keeping them. Okay. Also, you're not allowed to name them. What? If you name them, then you'll get attached to them, and we're not keeping them. So since our mom banned us from naming the cats, we called them the Calico Cat and the 2 other ones. And we kept calling them this until our mom found them a new home. Turns out that their new home was our home, because my mom never found them a new home. So we just...
I love the turnaround there, where he's like, until our mom found them a new home. Well, turns out her new home was our home because she never found a new home. There's a duality there. There's kind of like a spite there. Like, you wouldn't let me name them. All right, well, they live here now, you know? So that's funny. I love his storytelling. It's SS Kitty Cat.
Our mom found them a new home. Turns out that their new home was our home because my mom never found them a new home. So we just left them food outside, and they were happy with that relationship.
Aww.
They would let you pet them sometimes and even sit on your lap, but if you tried to pick them up, they would hiss and bite you. They did not like being picked up or being inside. They were feral cats.
Oh,
One time
gosh.
it was raining, so we thought it would be a good idea to bring the Calico Cat inside, but she freaked out. She hissed and scratched us. She hated being inside more than she hated the rain. And by the way, cats can be very loud. Like, as loud as dogs. They just never raise their voices. They're too proper for that. So since she didn't like being inside, we just put her back outside in the pouring rain. We ended up naming the boy cat Spot, the other cat we named Pepper, and the Calico, we didn't change her name. We named her Calico. That's like naming a dog Golden Retriever or Chihuahua.
True.
I don't know if that's sad, but you know what is sad? One day Spot just disappeared. He stopped showing up to the house, and we never saw him again. I hope he found a good home, but who knows, you know? Maybe he went off to start a second life, or a 5th or 6th life. Get it? Because they have 9 lives.
I get it.
Yeah, but he's probably dead.
That's pretty sad.
And then I was in high school when Shady died. She had a good home with us, but it was her time to go. So we were down to 3 cats, and we never got another cat ever again.
Hold on. There's more to this story. But you see the kitty cat still not.
She had a good home with us.
This kind of looks like my cat Orisai.
But it was her time to go.
Let me see.
So we were...
Okay. Oh, Calico. Oh, yeah. Calico is like, I don't want to be touched. Pepper is cute. Okay, Pepper did not have her ear cut. Thank you. Because I was wondering what's up with this cat that looked like part of its ear was bit off and it's still bleeding. And Luna looks so freaking comfy and soft. Like a super fluffy soft cat. But that hair is getting in all over. Okay, all right, listen. It doesn't matter who you are. That lie that me and my husband believed that, we will take care of the cats in a way where the cat hair won't get everywhere. It doesn't matter what you do. Okay, you can do any. You can wash your cats on the regular. You cannot wash your cats on the regular. It doesn't matter what you do. You will have cat hair everywhere. There'll be a point in your life where you just get used to it, and you're just like, okay, yeah, there's cat hair. I've been able to minimize. It is not completely gone. There's still, if you wear black, it's like once they walk into a room, it is attracted to you. It floats in the air and it sticks to your black clothes. I don't know why it does that, but I freaking hate it. Yesterday I was wearing a black shirt and I took it out the laundry fine. It was clean, no lint, no nothing. Walked through the living room. By the time I get outside, it looked like I rolled in freaking cat hair. It was so frustrating. So, yeah, it doesn't matter what you do. You're going to be covered in cat hair.
We were down to 3 cats and we never got another cat ever again. But then one day, my parents were out on a walk, and my mom saw a scrawny black kitten on the side of the road, and she said, "Can we keep it?" But my dad said, "No, keep walking, keep walking."
Dear.
And then on their way back from the walk, for some reason my dad didn't take a different route, the cat was still there, meowing at them. So my parents brought her home, and my twin sister named her Pepsi. My sister really loved Pepsi. I was more of a Coke person myself. But when my sister went off to college and I stayed home for community college, we let Pepsi outside one day, and she didn't come back. We didn't know how to tell my sister that our cat was missing.
Oh, dear.
So we didn't, but we were all really worried.
Oh, wow.
We put up missing posters, and after almost 2 months of being missing, she just appeared in the backyard. I don't know what happened in that 2-month period. She looked fine. Maybe she got adopted by another family, and now some poor family is missing their cat Salem. Maybe she went out looking for my sister and got lost. Maybe she started acting in some Japanese TV shows. Who knows?
That's funny.
But we found her. We didn't even tell my sister that her cat had been missing until after we found Pepsi.
Oh,
so
wow.
She wasn't very happy about that. Then Luna passed away. It was sad, but cats don't live forever.
They don't.
Sorry. Sailor Moon wasn't even a good show anyway.
Hey,
Now,
hey,
longtime
hey.
Odd Ones Out fans might know this next story. My older brother found another kitten at the gym he worked at, brought her home, and named her Azula. But the name Azula didn't stick because we found out that Azula was a dude. I was the one, by the way, who saw Azula's firebenders and told everyone.
Because Azula is from The Last Airbender, the show. She was, what's the guy's name? She was in the Fire Nation. She was the sister of the prince of the Fire Nation, which as of this moment, I cannot think. Zuko. Azula, and I freaking hated Azula. I mean, she is skilled. I can be adult enough to say that she's skilled, but she is a freaking evil witch, okay? If I could say the word, I would say the word. Y'all know what word I'm trying to say. Because she was like heartless. Her and her friends, but her friends weren't as evil as her, and there were moments where I think one of them was trying to be kind of nice. But like, Azula was freaking the worst, the most evilest freaking witch that I ever saw. And man, I hated her. Oh, I could not stand it. My husband's like, oh, she's dope because she's very skilled. She is. But I cannot stand her. I hate her. But yeah, that's why he said he saw her firebenders. And that's the same thing that happened with Shadow. We thought Shadow was original. Okay, that's another story. I'm not going to tell a story within a story. But that same thing happened with me and our cat Shadow.
Just wanted to get that part of the story straight. So Azula's name had to change, and once we found out that Azula was a dude, I was the one, by the way, who saw Azula's firebenders and told everyone. Just wanted to get that part of the story straight.
Okay, why? What happened?
So Azula's name had to change, and while this was happening, we had a French foreign exchange student living with us, and she didn't know the word for kitten, so she called him the baby cat. And then we all started calling him the baby cat, and now that's his name, baby cat. That's how he got his name, baby cat.
So
Since we're on the topic of pets, I have something that I probably should have mentioned a while ago.
What?
For the most part, I try to keep this channel goofy and lighthearted, which is probably why I waited so long to tell you this. But around Christmas of 2017, my dog Georgie passed away. You might remember her in some of my older videos. She was 13 years old, and just like the cats, it was her time to go. Yes, it was sad, but that's what happens to pets.
Georgie?
They become your best friend, but they're not in your life forever. So if you have pets, remember to appreciate them now. I wouldn't have changed anything about Georgie's life. She was a good dog. Sorry, that part got a little personal.
Oh my.
And my dog Poppy did not take Georgie's death very well, so my parents had to get an emotional support dog for their dog, and they got Jax, because he liked to jump, so he was their jumping Jax. Aw, what a good name.
This was super cute. I do appreciate the fact that he tries to keep things lighthearted and he wants to keep things at a, funny comedic level. But you can get personal at times. You can open up and talk about things that bother you and that make you sad or things like that, and you know, get real, you know, get in your feelings, get real. But this was cute. I was worried at the beginning because of all those headstones that those were all cats, but I guess even though they weren't, it was still sad because a lot of them died by now. Yeah, a lot of them died. I gotta fix my glasses. My glasses are like floating up. Okay. But yeah, I thought this was very sweet. I love his storytelling because he kept saying he had a couple different gags that he had running throughout this video. I was gonna say episode, but this video, where he was. This was the only cat that we ever had, and we never got another cat ever again. Until one day, you know, and he kept that gag going. And then the cat puns. I'm sorry to get personal, or you can see we were feline good, you know. I like the leading into the cat puns, which was super cute and super funny. But I'm nervous for the day that, you know, my cats don't exist anymore, especially with the baby, because I want her to be able to play with them, and mostly for them, less for her, because right now with the baby we can't really give the cats as much fun and playful attention as we used to be able to, because you know, she takes all of our attention. She needs it to survive. They don't need the attention to survive, but having the attention is great for them, you know. And so I do hope that they're still around where she's big enough to play with them, you know, and knows to wash her hands. I pray she's not allergic, because that would totally suck. I don't think she's allergic because nothing's happened yet, but we kind of keep them away from her stuff. So it's not like that she really interacts with them so much. They sometimes will come by the couch and look up at her. Actually, one of the cats does that. One cat acts like she doesn't exist, and I don't know if that's like a good thing. You know, to Orsai, our baby does not exist. To Shadow will come sometimes and just look at her a little bit and then walk away. And if she cries, sometimes Shadow will cry too. I think because he's like, oh, she gets attention, I want attention, I'm gonna cry too because she's crying. He does that. Nonetheless, this is a great story to find about, you know, learning about all the cats that he had in his life. And they had a lot of cats. I thought it was going to be like a couple cats here or there, but they had mad cats throughout his childhood. So, I mean, which is great. I think having pets really can open up a person's heart. I mean, it can do nothing to them, but it can really open up a person's heart and make somebody more accepting of like other people and things. I do believe that can branch off. It can, not all the time will it, but it can branch off to other people and diversity and things like that. But it was great to hear his stories, and it sucks that they didn't tell the sister that their cat was missing until they found her. But at least she came back, I guess. At least the cat came back. But anyways, I love this video. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. If you like that video, check out the link in the description box below to support Odd1sOut. If you like this video, hug the life out of that like button. I love you guys as always. And until next time, buddies. Toodles.